Imagine stepping onto a tennis court knowing that one tournament could completely change your life. In 2026, that possibility has become bigger than ever. Welcome to Xfinity Evolution, where history comes alive and legends are reborn. The US Open is offering a record $108 million in player compensation, making it the largest financial package in tennis history. But this isn't simply a story about a bigger prize. It's a story about how professional tennis is changing, how players are gaining more power, and how one of the world's biggest sporting events is entering a new era. The 2026 US Open is taking place in New York, with the tournament running from August 23rd through September 13th. Millions of fans will watch the world's best players compete under the lights of Flushing Meadows. But before the first major match even begins, the tournament has already made history. The $108 million player compensation package is 20% higher than the $90 million record set in 2025. And the biggest change isn't only at the top. The men's and women's singles champions will each receive $5.5 million. That's the largest singles championship payout in tennis history. But even players who lose early will receive significantly more money. A player eliminated in the first round of the singles main draw will receive $140,000, giving lower-ranked competitors a much stronger financial cushion. That matters because professional tennis is an expensive sport. Players constantly travel between countries, paying for flights, hotels, coaches, training, equipment, and medical care. While the biggest stars can earn millions through prize money and sponsorships, many lower-ranked players struggle just to finance their careers. For them, an increase in first-round and qualifying compensation can make a huge difference. The 2026 US Open is also increasing money for qualifying and doubles competition. First-round qualifying compensation has risen to $32,000, while doubles champions will receive $1 million per team. The message is becoming clear. The tournament wants more of its enormous commercial value to reach the athletes competing inside it. But behind the record numbers is a much bigger battle. Tennis players have increasingly pushed for a greater share of the money generated by Grand Slam tournaments. Stars such as Jannik Sinner and Aryna Sabalenka have helped bring player economics into the spotlight, while the sport's biggest tournaments have faced growing pressure to give athletes a stronger voice. That pressure has now produced a major development. The Grand Slam tournaments are creating a Grand Slam Player Advisory Council, giving players a more direct role in discussions about important issues, including prize money. For professional tennis, this could become an important shift in the balance of power between the athletes and the organizations that run the sport. The US Open is also introducing a new player support program, initially funded with $2 million. The program is designed to provide assistance to players during major life events and retirement transitions. For athletes whose careers can be destroyed by one serious injury or a sudden drop in ranking, this type of support could become just as important as prize money. And then there is the stadium itself. The US Open is undergoing an enormous transformation, with the USTA investing around $800 million into the Billie Jean King National Tennis Center. The project includes major improvements to Arthur Ashe Stadium and a new player performance center. The US Open has also become a major economic force for New York City, generating more than $1.2 billion in annual economic impact, according to the tournament. This shows why the US Open is much more than a tennis tournament. It is a massive global entertainment business involving broadcasters, sponsors, celebrities, tourism, and millions of fans. Every match creates television audiences, social media moments, and worldwide attention. The players aren't simply competing for trophies. They are performing inside one of the biggest commercial spectacles in sports. And now, the attention turns to the players themselves. Carlos Alcaraz enters the 2026 tournament with an extraordinary achievement already behind him. Earlier this year, he won the Australian Open and became the youngest man in history to complete a career Grand Slam. Now, New York offers him another opportunity to add to his growing legacy. But Alcaraz will face a field filled with elite competitors, each chasing the same trophy and the same $5.5 million championship prize. For some players, the goal will be another Grand Slam title. For others, it will be the breakthrough moment that changes their careers. And for lower-ranked competitors, simply reaching the main draw could provide the financial opportunity needed to continue chasing their dream. That's what makes the US Open so fascinating. The same tournament can mean completely different things to different players. A superstar may be fighting for history. A young player may be fighting for recognition. A veteran may be fighting for one final moment of glory. And another competitor may simply be fighting for enough money to stay on tour. In 2026, all of those stories are happening on the same courts in New York. But this year, something bigger is happening behind the scenes. The record $108 million isn't just a prize money headline. It represents the growing value of professional tennis, the increasing influence of players, and the enormous business surrounding the Grand Slam tournaments. And that raises an important question. If professional tennis continues to generate more money every year, how much of that money should actually go to the athletes who create the spectacle? The US Open has already given its answer for 2026. More money, more support, and potentially more player influence. But this may only be the beginning. If $90 million was once considered a record, and $108 million is now the new benchmark, the next question is obvious. How high can tennis go? When the world's best players step onto the courts of New York, they won't simply be competing for another Grand Slam trophy. They'll be competing at the center of a changing sports economy, where money, influence, technology, and global entertainment are transforming professional tennis. The US Open has always been about pressure, history, and the pursuit of greatness. But in 2026, there's something else on the line. $108 million. And the tennis revolution may have only just begun. If you want to understand how history is unfolding before our eyes, don't miss what comes next. Revisit Xfinity Evolution for deeper insights and powerful stories. Stay informed, stay curious, and join us again on Xfinity Evolution, where the world's biggest events come into focus.